Hello dear learners, welcome to this new section. Here we are going to discuss about CCTV system. In this section, first you will see what are the most important benefits of the CCTV system. Then we'll go for the basic and essential components of the system. And in this part we will explain all the basic components of the CCTV system, like what type of video cameras we require, what are the display units, then recording devices and the cables, where cables are used to transmit the data captured by the video cameras to the DVRs or NVRs. Okay, then after the discussion on this theoretical part, finally we will go for the drafting part, where you will be introduced to drafting of the CCTV system in the AutoCAD software. Clear? So let's begin. Generally, CCTV stands for closed circuit television, and in the present world, the CCTV system allows you to keep an eye 24/7 on your nearby activities. Means, in this modern era or in this modern time, the CCTV system displaying you and recording as well as all the activities that are going in your building and the activities that are going around your building or premises. Okay. Then the video cameras and the display units. These devices enable you to view movements or activities of the people live. With the help of the cameras and monitors, you are able to monitor the live activities of the people. Then the recorders. So the recorders record the video footages and save it in their hard disk for the future references. Okay. So this is the brief introduction of CCTV system, and in the next video we will see. Hi, in the last lecture you have come to know about introduction of the CCTV system, and in this lecture the aims of the CCTV system will be clear for you. So basically there are many purposes of the system in every industry of the world, but here I am only talking with respect to your residential or commercial buildings. So with respect to the residential and commercial buildings, the CCTV system will be very beneficial for you in three aspects, such as feeling of safety, protection of assets and legal requirements. As we know that security of lives and safety of our things are fundamentally important in every aspect of life. Instead of a CCTV system, you may think that we have another option of security guards for our premises. But the security guard can provide us security in very limited area. He is not able to watch the entire premises, inside and outside of the building and 24/7. Not possible for security guards. So this is where CCTV security systems plays a critical or crucial role within the daily activities of the people. Clear? Now let's begin with the feeling of safety. First is, the CCTV systems are installed to protect you against criminal activities that may happen in your home or in your offices or sometime on roads. Let's suppose if a person or a group wants to commit a crime in your home or in your office, then the CCTV system will not only catch those criminals in the act, but if that person or a group is aware from the presence of the CCTV system in your area, then definitely they will think twice before committing any crime. Okay? Similarly, if a person is trying to rob you or planning to vandalize in your property or premises, tell me, would he want to do, even if he knew that the CCTV system installed in that area? Absolutely no, because of the CCTV system. Clear? Next is, if you are away from your home, then you can monitor the safety of your children with the help of CCTV system that is installed in your home. And besides this, you can also keep an eye on your workers or employees to make sure everything is fine in your business. Like you can monitor that how is your employee attending the customers in the store. Okay. So these are some basic points related to the feeling safety. After this, we will see how the CCTV system provides protection of assets. So the presence of the CCTV system can act as a deterrent to any criminal, because CCTV has the ability to capture the clear image of the people and can be able to depict their faces and appearances. Therefore, it can decrease the rate of theft. Let's suppose in a jewelry shop, if a customer is trying to steal an item of a gold or diamond, then the presence of the CCTV will decrease the chance of this act. Okay. Next, if you doubt your cashier is doing something wrong, so you can install a camera near a cash counter to monitor him. Or if you suspect that any of your employee in your store broke one of the precious item and everyone is denying the incident, so you can come to know the truth by the CCTV footages. And the CCTV system will not only provide you footages, but more than this, your employees will be very serious with respect to their responsibilities if they know you are watching them. Clear? Now at last, coming to the legal requirements. So your CCTV system can also be very useful in many of the legal requirements. Like if a person commits a crime near your building and is caught on your camera. Here I am considering a case that if a person is trying to murder someone in front of your shop in the midnight when there is no one to see him, but his crime is recorded in your camera, so in that case, police can use that footage to arrest that criminal, that person. Okay. After this, you can also install a CCTV camera in a high risky areas like in a factory. We can place a camera in a fire risky area due to which heavy loss of assets or heavy loss of human lives may be expected. So if in that area cameras are installed, then emergency measures can be made immediately. Okay. So these are three basic categories of purposes of CCTV system that provide safe environment, provide protection to the assets, and also useful for many other legal purposes. Next we'll see the component. Hi dear learners. In this video we are starting with the basic components of the system, and it is very important to know about the system to which you are going to draft. Generally, there are four basic components of the CCTV system: cameras, video recorders, display units, and the cables. See in this diagram how these four components are interconnected to perform a desired function of surveillance. These are the cameras, different types of cameras used to take the images or videos for a specified area. Then this is the cable, transmission cable, that are transmit the data from cameras to the video recorders. Then we have video recorders. It is used to process the data received from cameras and store the data for future references. And finally we have display unit. At this stage you can be able to monitor the area for which you have installed the complete system. Okay, so in the further discussion we will explain each component one by one. Let's start with first component, cameras. There are many different types of cameras are available in a market. Which is best fitted for you is depends on your specific needs or requirements. In this lecture we will discuss some of the popular cameras that will help you to know the basic difference among a variety of cameras. So first one we have dome camera. The name of this camera itself shows why it is named as dome. It is because the shape of this camera looks like a dome. You can see in this picture. Because of this dome shaped cabinet, it is known as dome camera. And because of this dome like shape, it is really difficult for people to know the direction of camera, means in which direction camera is pointing. It is not easy to see. Therefore, this creates an air of uncertainty for the criminals, and due to this uncertainty among the criminals may avoid the crime that may happen. Okay, and these types of cameras are suitable for indoor as well as for outdoor use, but mostly these dome cameras are used for indoor because it can be placed on a strategic point on the ceiling to cover all the angles of the room. Okay. And you can find these cameras are best for homes, shops, restaurants and hotels because it can cover wider area. Fine. So this is the dome camera. Then after this, next we have bullet camera. In this image it is clear to see that bullet cameras are available in cylindrical shape, and these cameras are capable to observe long distances. Means bullet camera allows to observe or monitor over long distances. So this type of camera is more suitable for outdoor uses, and because of its iconic design, it tells the people you are under surveillance. And as this is suitable for outdoor purposes, therefore its body is made water resistant and dust proof. Okay. Now come to the day-night cameras. This type of cameras are specially designed to operate effectively in the low lighting environment. Not only in dark environment, but it has also the ability to operate efficiently in the direct sunlight. Okay, so during daytime as well as in night time, it can record clear video images that will not be affected by changing lighting conditions. Clear? And similarly, as bullet camera, these cameras are also suitable for outdoor use, but the extra sensitive capability of lighting makes this one unique. And as this is using for outdoor purpose, so the body is also made water and dust proof. Okay, so this is the day-night CCTV camera, which has main benefit of the ability to record clear video images in any lighting condition, that is in poor lighting condition, or it may be sunlight condition. Then after this we have network IP camera. This is an internet protocol camera which is commonly referred to as an IP camera. Usually the IP cameras receives and sends data to or from remote location over the internet. Thus requires only network connection to transmit data without connecting any transmission cable. Okay, it requires only the internet connection. Then this IP camera has its own IP address, therefore you can access the video images easily from anywhere in the world. Okay, then general CCTV cameras convert the video signals in a format that can be processed by DVRs, but the IP cameras convert the video signals into small IP packets and transmit them to the network storage device, like as a server over internet. Okay, it transmits the data in the form of IP packets to the storage devices over the internet. And these cameras are ideal choice for those who are often away from their location, or ideal choices for those who are on move continuously, so the footage can be viewed from anywhere in the world via laptop or smartphones. Okay. Now similarly we have wireless CCTV cameras. Generally this wireless camera was created to reduce the installation time. So I can say that wireless CCTV camera is much easier to install than any other CCTV camera. Okay. Similar to IP cameras, these wireless system also use internet connection to transmit the data. Clear? Then finally we have HD cameras, where HD stands for high definition. So these high definition cameras are used to capture high clarity pictures. So on zooming the image, it will not be distorted. Therefore I can say that you can zoom the image without getting any blurriness in your image. Okay. And these HD cameras are much popular to install in an area where we have high risk of theft. Like we should install these cameras in banks or like in jewelry shops to capture the visitors' activities in a perfect clarity. Okay, so these are the some types of CCTV cameras we have discussed in a very brief manner. Hope that. Hi dear learners, as we are discussing in this section about CCTV surveillance system. So in the earlier classes, in the earlier videos, we have talked how the CCTV system is important in the present world. Then we have also discussed about the 4 basic components of the system. Then after we have seen the different types of CCTV camera, which is the first component of this CCTV surveillance system. And after that we are having video recorders. Basically, this video recorder acts as a brain for CCTV system because this video recorder allows you to view, process and store all the video data in its hard disk for future references. So in technical words, I can say that video recorders are the central processing unit of the CCTV system. Then generally we have two types of video recorders. One is DVR and another one is NVR. DVR stands for digital video recorder and NVR stands for network video recorder. DVR and NVR both are used to view, process and store footage videos, and both the video recorders have a central location in the system for footage recordings. Okay, but both the recorders DVR and NVR process and analyze the data in different ways, in very different ways. See in this image, first the data from the cameras will be transmitted to the video recorder. It may be your DVR or NVR. Then this video recorder will compress that data to store in their hard disks. Okay, this video recorder compress the data in order to store in their storage devices. Okay, this is the general thing with both the recorders. Then analog cameras are connected to DVRs, whereas IP cameras or digital cameras are connected to NVRs. Analog camera means if the video signals encoded and processed in the video recorders, then the camera that are used in this system is a normal camera that simply capture the footages and transmit it to the DVR for the further process. But in digital or IP cameras, video signals are encoded and processed in the camera and then transmitted to the NVR for storage and for remote viewing. Okay. Then coaxial cables are used to connect cameras to the DVR. So DVR system are connected to the cameras with the help of coaxial cables. And generally in the system there are separate cables are required. Separate cable is required for transmitting video signals. Separate cable is required for CCTV power, and separate cable is required for further functions like PTZ options, where P stands for pan option, T for tilt and Z for zoom. So this requirement of separate cables make the installation somewhat complex. Okay. Now in the case of NVR system, a single cable is used to connect cameras to the NVR, and this single cable can perform the functions to transmit video signals, power for CCTV cameras and for PTZ options. Means only single cable is required for all these functions. Clear? And if there is a wireless or IP system, so in that case there will not be any cable. Clear? Then it is difficult and expensive to scale. So let in future, if you want to expand your existing DVR based CCTV system, then it will be very difficult as well as expensive for you because of the complex installation of this system. Whereas if you are expanding or scaling down your NVR based CCTV system, then it will be very easy for you. And DVR does not provide any remote viewing facility to the users, but with the NVR based system you are allowed to view the footages from anywhere on the earth. Clear? Then with respect to the installation cost of the CCTV system, the DVR based CCTV system is less expensive as compared to the NVR based system. It is because NVR digital cameras are technically more advanced, so that's why they will be more expensive than analog cameras. Okay, so this is all about your video recorders. And as a summary of a video recorders are used to process, analyze and store data. And these video recorders are of two types, DVR and NVR. DVR system receives unprocessed data from the cameras, and NVR systems receive processed data from the digital cameras. And both the recorders compress the processed data and store in their storage devices. Clear? Hope the topic is clear for you. If you have any doubt or any difficulty in understanding, then please write to me. Now next component we have display units. As per my views, this display unit is the output of the complete CCTV surveillance system, because this component, display unit, allows you to view live events and it allows you to watch recorded footages. So to watch live footages from your CCTV cameras or to watch recorded footages of your cameras, you must connect a monitor with the video recorders. It may be your NVR or it may be your DVR also. Okay. And if you are using IP cameras, then you can also view your cameras live or recorded footages from anywhere in the world at any time on your smartphones or laptops. So this is the basic purpose of the CCTV display unit, and I can say that without this display unit, the complete system is nothing of use. Clear? Now after all, coming to the fourth component of the CCTV system, cables. Generally in the CCTV system, cables are used to transmit data signals from one device to another device. So for this purpose, there are many different type of cables that are available in the market. But to make the topic very clear for you, I am dividing these cables into two categories. One is coaxial cables and one is network cables. So first is coaxial cable. So coaxial cables are a type of heavy duty cables that are used to transmit signals. Okay, and if we talk about inside the cable, so this inner part of the cable is the conductor, which is made of copper metal. Then this conductor is surrounded by a lightweight plastic dielectric material, or in simple words you can say that this inner conductor is surrounded by the insulating material. Okay, then again the insulating layer is covered by the copper mesh, and finally all these three layers are covered by an insulating jacket that protects the inner layers of the cable from an external mechanical disturbances. Clear? So this is the coaxial cables. Now here is the important point regarding the coaxial cables, that these cables are capable to transmit the data or signal without electromagnetic interferences. So as a result, coaxial cables are capable of transmitting signals of high frequency without any loss, or you can say with very low losses. Okay, now here we are discussing two types of coaxial cables that are very much popular in the CCTV system, RG6 and RG59. Now let's talk about RG6 and RG59. You can see in this attached image we have both the cables RG59 and RG6, and you can observe that RG6 cable is thicker than this RG59. Heavier gauge conductor it has than this RG59. So the transfer of data is more better with this RG6 cable. Similarly, this RG6 has thicker insulation and better shielding than this RG59. So I can say that these RG6 cables are much suitable for high bandwidth and high frequency applications such as internet connection or satellite TV signals, while this RG59 is better for low bandwidth and low frequency signals such as analog video transmission. Clear? And the outer diameter of RG6 cable is 6.9 mm and the outer diameter of this RG59 cable is 6.15 mm. 6.15 mm. Okay? And if your budget is low, then these RG6 and RG59 is the good choice in selecting CCTV system, because they has low cost and they are reliable. Okay, by using advanced technology, you can transmit video signals up to 4000 or 4K resolutions with these cables. Okay, RG59 and RG6, with these cables you can transmit video signals up to 4K resolutions, and without getting any distortions you can transmit data up to 1000 feet. Okay, you can transmit data up to 1000 feet without getting any distortions, means your video will not be blurred for you. Clear? Next we have another most popular coaxial cable is Siamese cable, and in one jacket we have video signal transmitting cable and a power signal. Both are in one jacket, and it is very easy to install because just pull one cable from camera to the video recorder and it performs both the desired function, that is data transmission and power for CCTV. Whereas in case of RJ59 and RJ6 you have to provide separate cable for power. Okay, separate cable for power and separate cable for data transmission in the case of RJ59 and RJ6. But there is one drawback of this cable also. We have the length of the cable. As I have told you, this cable also carries power for the CCTV cameras. So if the distance is more than the certain limit, then there will be the problem of voltage drop. Okay, so the maximum distance for this Siamese cable is almost 250 feet. Now after that, let's talk about Cat6 and Cat5 cables. Cat6 is the most popular cable, whereas Cat5 is little bit older technology. In its name, Cat refers to the word category, and the rule of thumb is higher the number, performance will be faster. Means speed and frequency will be faster in megahertz. Means in this category, in this Cat6 cable, Cat refers to the word category, whereas this number is representing the capability of the cable, how fast it can transmit the data or signal. Okay, this Cat5 is the standard cable that provides speed of the data transmission, or in simple words you can say that Cat5 provides a performance up to 100 MHz. This cable can be used for home internet connections because it can handle only up to 100 Mbps data. So you can consider this point as a limitation of this cable because it cannot be used for corporate network connections. Clear? And the another disadvantage of this cable is the electromagnetic interference. So when Cat5 cable faced with electromagnetic disturbances from external factors, then the performance of the cable can be reduced and data transmission speed will also be decreased due to this interference problem. Clear? And when you are taking cost into your consideration factor, then this is the cheapest option. Cat5 cable can be fitted in your budget easily. Okay. Next we have the Cat6, which is the most popular in the family of networking cables. Now this Cat6 provides monster speed or very high performance speed of about 10 GHz. Okay, Cat6 cable can be able to transmit 10 GHz of data signals, but the condition is the length of the cable must not be greater than 180 feet or 55 meters. Okay. Now if you want to install your security camera let more than 500 feet away from the video recorder, then the speed will be reduced up to 250 MHz with respect to this Cat6. Okay, so this is more suitable for high speed corporate network connections. Clear? Now the electromagnetic interference problem has been resolved with this Cat6 cable. So this is the advantage of using this Cat6 cable. Okay, but as compared to the Cat5, this cable is more expensive. So choosing Cat6 cable for the installation of your security system, your budget will be affected. Clear? So after this, as we are discussing only the basic part of the CCTV system here, so we will not discuss technical differences between the Cat6 and Cat5, but you will be introduced to the maximum distance that can be run a cable from a CCTV camera to the recorder, video recorder. So first come to Cat5. So the maximum distance that you can go with Cat5 is about 220 feet, and for Cat6 the maximum distance is about 300 feet. Okay, now let me have a case where we have to install a security camera at 500 feet away from the video recorder, but the Cat5 or Cat6 can transmit the data efficiently up to 300 feet. So in this case we can use a video extenders. These video extenders are used to regenerate the video signals, so you can transmit the data or signal without any signal loss. Okay. So this is the brief discussion about the CCTV system and the basic components of the system. In this theoretical part, we have seen the introduction of CCTV system, purpose of the system, then components of the CCTV system in detail. Okay, hope this part is very much clear for you. Next we have the drafting part. So let's move to the drafting part. Hello dear learners, welcome to this drafting part. In this lecture you will learn how to draw CCTV plans in AutoCAD that can be used by the site engineers or by CCTV installation vendors. Generally, we have to create plans for residential, commercial and industrial buildings. But in case of residential building, security cameras are installed outside the building or in basement area, but usually not installed inside the flats or rooms. Whereas in commercial and industrial buildings, CCTV security systems are mainly used to monitor the employees' activities if it is an office-like building. But if there is a visitors in a building like shopping malls or banks, so in that case the basic function of the security system is to focusing on the visitors' activities. Okay, so to clear the concept, I am taking the example of commercial building that are going to be used as a shopping store. So for that store we will draw the layout. Okay, now first let me explain some basic steps that you have to follow while drafting the plan. So first step is to know the purpose of the building. Means in the starting, first ask your client or consultant for what purpose this building is going to be used. So by knowing the purpose of the building in the very initial stage, you will have got the idea where you have to place the security camera. Like if your client has told you that this building will be the bank, then immediately it will come to your mind which areas are the sensitive in the bank, so where you have to place cameras. Okay, so this is the first step, that you must know the purpose of the building. Okay, then after knowing the purpose, you should be provided with the civil line layouts and furniture layouts, because by civil line layout you will be aware by the location of rooms, where is toilet and where is changing room. In short, by civil line layout you can select the areas where you have to provide cameras and where not to provide. Okay, then by furniture layout you can mention the focus of camera. Let's talk with respect to your bank. Now suppose your client wants to monitor his employee's computer screen in order to ensure that work is going fine or not. So for this purpose you should know the location of employee's computer table. Then you can able to place the camera in the face of that computer screen. Okay, so after that draw the legends in AutoCAD to make the drawing readable easily. Okay, that can be read by site engineers or for the vendors. Clear? Then place the security cameras in proper location as per your plan. Then finally interconnect all the cameras by cables and mention the location of the server, video recorders and display monitors. Clear? So these are the some basic steps that we have discussed in order to make the drafting easy. Now come to AutoCAD. Hello dear learners. Now I am starting with the AutoCAD part. So first step is to know the purpose of the building. Let's suppose this building will be the shopping store. So the first thing that may come in my mind that there will be the visitors or customers, you can say. So the protection of the assets should be ensured. Then the employees' activities should also be monitored, how they are dealing with the customers, how they are fulfilling their responsibilities or how they are maintaining the cash. So this rough plan will come into your mind by knowing the purpose of the building. Clear? Then the second step is to check civil layout and furniture layouts. Let here I have been given one layout in which we have shown all the rooms, walls and door locations, and along with these we have been also shown the furniture. See here, this is the stock room, then cashier room, server room, then this changing room, and these are washrooms. Means all the walls and room locations are mentioned here. Then this is the complete furniture placed in the store where customers can move. Okay, so this is the second step. Now after this, one thing you can also follow that I have taken copy of this layout and deleted some of the floor fixtures to make the drawing simple and to make the drawing easily readable. Okay. Then after this, third step is to create legends. Now let's begin with the legends. First, draw legend for CCTV camera. So take new layer, LA enter, create new CCTV camera. Then select color and enable this layer as the current layer. Now draw camera. So this is the camera and this is showing the focus of this lens. Clear? Then after this, draw CCTV conduit. Take new layer, LA enter, then new CCTV conduit. Select color and enable. Now draw the conduit. Now again draw DVR, new layer, LA enter, then new DVR and select this color and enable. Now draw. So these are some basic things that we need for our layout. Now write the names for these symbols. Hi dear learners, in this video we are coming for fourth step. Till now we have created legends. Now in this fourth step we will place the cameras in every sensitive area like as cash counters, cashier room, and will place in every appropriate area. Okay. So first come to the stock room where we have the stock material, or sometimes it is also known as warehouse. So this area is restricted for customers. Therefore, we will provide the cameras in this area to ensure the safety of material and to watch the employees. So for this purpose, I am placing one camera here to watch the employees, and one camera here and one camera here for the stock material. Okay. So copy this camera CO enter, then place here. Now I am scaling up the size of this CCTV camera. SC enter, then enter the value up to which you want to increase the size. Now rotate in this direction. Again copy, CO enter, then put here and here. Again rotate. Okay, so we have placed security cameras in stock room. Similarly, put one camera in this sports stock room and in one manager room. Now see, this is the cashier room. This is the very sensitive area because all the cash of the store will be in this room. So I am putting one camera in this corner because I want to see this computer screen and this safe. Clear? So copy, CO enter and paste here. Again rotate in your desired face. Okay. So we have placed camera in this area and in this area. Now I am coming in this open area. Basically, in this area we are providing security cameras to monitor the customer activities as well as to watch the staff behavior, how they are attend the visitors and how they are serious about their responsibilities. Okay. So now I am placing one camera here that will cover this area. So copy, CO enter, then select the object and place here. And to rotate this in this direction, RO enter, then rotate like this. Okay. So this camera will cover up to this area. Similarly, I am placing one camera here to watch this area. Putting one security camera here. So copy, CO enter, select the camera and paste here. Then rotate. Okay. Again one camera here in this tailor room. Okay. So here we have covered all this open area. Then come to this sensitive area, cash counters, where we are going to provide security cameras to view the computer screens that will install on these counters and to see the cash received by the customers. Okay. As I have told you that this is a sensitive area, therefore I am providing one camera for each counter. So copy, CO enter, then select this and place here. Now rotate in this direction. Then copy, paste, 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 paste and paste. Okay. Now you can see we have covered all this open area, this cash counter area, and also covered this stock room area and this cashier room also. Now you can observe that we have not provided any security camera in this changing room area and in the washrooms. Why it is so? It is because no one is allowed to see these sensitive areas, otherwise it will be an illegal work. And if you placed cameras in these areas, then absolutely you will be considered as an unprofessional engineer. Clear? So remember these things. Okay. Now finally we have last step. Draw the route of conduits through which the cables will run from CCTV processing unit, means from server or DVRs, to each camera. Okay, let I am using Cat6 cable for this security system and using conduits of 25 mm with medium mechanical strength. So 4 number of cables can run easily through one conduit of 25 mm. Clear? So by keeping this point in your mind, start the work. Now for this camera I am taking one conduit from here and up to this final location. Okay, so draw the route PL, enter, select this camera. Now select width, enter value 50, and you can take this value as per your requirement. Okay, so here I am taking this value as 50, then draw. Okay, so this is the route for conduit. Now we will mention how many conduits are running in this route. Clear? You can see that only one cable is running from here, from this camera. So this will be the single conduit. Now take leader for mentioning the number of conduits. Type MLD, enter. Now specify the leader arrowhead, then leader landing point, and type the content. Okay, listen, if the size of the text is very small but you want to increase or decrease the size, so you can do this by using the command m leader style, then modify. Now you may edit the leader size from here and content size from here, then OK, then set current, close. Okay, similarly come to this point. Now here at this point we have two cables, one coming from this camera and one coming from this camera. So for these two cables we can use only one conduit. So mention here and mention here again, just copy and paste. So up to this point we have only one conduit, so mention here also. Clear? So in similar manner I am making the route for all these cameras. Type PL, enter, select the point and mark up to the final location. Then join these. Okay, again mark the number of conduits. So remember the point that I have told you, four number of Cat6 cables can be passed through one conduit. So one cable for this camera, one for this camera, one for this, and one for this camera. So up to this point there will be only one number of conduit. So mark for this. Then again for the next 4 cables there will be only one conduit. So up to this point there will be 2 number of conduits. So mention here. Now again one conduit for these remaining cameras, then mark at this point. So from here 3 conduits will run up to this final location and again mention here. Now see here, we are getting 3 conduits from this route and 1 conduit from this route. So finally at this location you will get the phone number of conduits. Okay. Now in similar manner draw for these cameras. So you can see we have covered all the cameras. Okay. Then finally place the video recorder location here and CCTV display unit. Clear? So this is the way how to develop CCTV layout in AutoCAD. Hope you enjoyed this session.